Hello, Mother Earth Learning Village families. How are you all doing? My name is Laurel Crossley, and I'm coming to this open house today, thanks to Stephanie, or Miss Stephanie, to talk a little bit about maybe being in the moment, but more specifically, meditation and mindfulness that can help you when you're feeling worried, stressed, anxious, or even a little bit overexcited, because it's really important that we allow these feelings to come through us and flow through us. And, there's no such thing really as managing emotions. It's just letting them go and then coming back and being your happy, healthy self. And right now we got a whole bunch of situations happening within our communities that are kind of making parents and kids alike, really a little bit worried about the future and what's going on. So I'm here today to talk to you about some simple things that you can do. One of the things that I know that mindfulness, which means being present in the moment, not thinking about the future and not thinking about the past, but staying right here, right now, focused in, is that it can help when we are not sleeping. Some of us are waking up in the middle of the night. Some of us can't fall asleep. Some of us have what I call tummy troubles. So maybe we're going to the bathroom more. Maybe we're eating more. Maybe we're not eating at all. But there are certain behaviors or things that we do that once we pay attention to them, we understand our bodies, we can actually maybe figure out what we can do to better support ourselves. And I've been teaching meditation to children as young as 18 months old. So yes, parents, you can totally begin this when they're little squirts, because it's a pattern or pattern of behavior or a way of living that we can easily do in our homes. So let's say that we are presented with a situation that makes us feel worried, scared, nervous, super excited, and we can feel in our body. I always get kids and parents to really figure out, where are you feeling it? What kids have reported to me is they feel it in their head, so in their brain. They feel it in their stomach, so they get butterflies, or they think they have to go to the bathroom, or maybe they feel like they're going to be sick. So there are certain physical indicators that tell us that our bodies are ramping up to get really excited or nervous about a particular situation. Sometimes school can do that to us. Sometimes trying new activities can do that to us. Sometimes if we're in school and we have to do tests, that can do that. Even the changes that we've experienced right now with our school, for some kids and some families, it's really making their feelings grow big, grow large feelings. And so the first thing that we need to do is just breathe. And it's so funny because families always go, "What?" Yes, breath work. And if I turn my back for a second, I don't know how many of you have these, but this beautiful little Hoberman sphere, you can get them on Amazon and order them online, is one of the great tools and strategies that I've learned to help with breathing. Because what typically happens when we get excited about something, think about when you were scared last, you go, and then you're like, right? So that actually causes a physiological reaction in your body, which can contribute to you being worried, scared, nervous, and maybe potentially having some sort of anxiety or panic attack. So the first thing to think about is your breath. So easy. So what you want to do, and you can do this with me, we're going to do it together, is you take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's do another one for good measure. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And just do a check-in. How are you feeling right now that you've done those deep breaths? And you can just keep going with your breath work until you start to feel calm and relaxed. Another thing that's really helpful to keep you in the moment and helps with mindfulness is a good old-fashioned pen or pencil and a good old-fashioned journal. And sometimes just getting your thoughts out on paper helps you feel much better. This works for parents and kids, especially if you find that when you lie down and you have trouble falling asleep, getting that data, getting that information out of your head, all those worries, everything can contribute to you getting and falling asleep better and then staying asleep because you've gotten out of your brain all those thoughts that you were thinking about during the day. And think about it, at the end of the day, that's when we really are the quietest, and that's when our brain starts to ramp up and process everything that we've experienced through the day. So doing a journal, or even doing those coloring books, doing some coloring, or you can do art. Some people really like to do that kind of thing. Other thing you can do is maybe put on a piece of music that can help you release those thoughts, release those feelings, or it helps you become happy and jazzed. So, music, journaling, art, breathing, those strategies are really quite great in helping with mindfulness. My favorite thing to do, and do it consistently, is meditation. I've actually created a program, which there's a link in Facebook below for the program to be purchased. It's a program called Crazy for Crystals. There's another one, Meditating Munchkins. It's not quite ready yet. But Crazy for Crystals is all about using crystals and thinking about them as a way to support your brain, a way to support your body, because right now, everything's engaged. We're all activated, we're busy, we're thinking, there's a lot going on around us with school, with community, with everything. And so doing these meditations are really great at supporting you and your family. So what I'd like you to do is just close your eyes. Make sure you're feeling all cozy. Let's start by taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, you can just stare at a spot in the wall or whatever is there next to you. And let's take some nice deep breaths in through the nose now. And release out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine a beautiful, sparkly crystal. Imagine what color it is, what shape it is. And I want you to imagine that you are holding in the palm of your hand this beautiful crystal. I want you to think about that this crystal has magic powers. It has the power to make you feel better. I want you to imagine that you take this crystal in your hand and you put it in front of your body, starting at the top of your head. And because it has magic powers, it can actually help that part of your body feel better. So let's check in with our crystal at the top of our head. Let's travel down our face with our magic crystal. Imagine that it's going the back of our head. Imagine that our magic crystal is going on the front of our body and the back of our body. I want you to imagine that this crystal is traveling along your left arm and hand and your right arm and hand. I want you to imagine that this crystal is now traveling down your left leg and foot, and it's traveling down your right leg and foot. And imagine that that crystal has absorbed any negative thoughts or thinking or feelings that are not contributing or making you feel happy. Let's do another check-in with our bodies. Make sure that everything is feeling happy, healthy, and whole. Let's finish off this meditation by taking a nice deep breath in and release out. Nice deep breath in and release out. And finally, a nice last deep breath in and release. And when you feel ready to do so, slowly open your eyes. So those are some simple things that you can do to help you feel fantastic and make sure that you are feeling well, mind, body, and spirit. Thank you so much for joining me today on this, what do we want to call it? On this little open house adventure. Thank you and take care.